Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to permanently fix one of the most common and honestly kind of frustrating grammar mix-ups out there. We are putting two heavy weights in the ring, the simple present versus the simple past. If you've ever found yourself second-guessing which tense to use, or you just want to polish your communication skills, you're absolutely in the right place. By the end of this, you're going to have a crystal clear understanding of exactly when and how to use both.
Okay, let's just dive right in. Take a look at this sentence. She did not walked. Say it out loud. It sounds kind of clunky, right? But hey, people write and say things exactly like this all the time. Our goal today is to give you the structural foundation so you don't just know this is incorrect, but you effortlessly know exactly why it's wrong and how to fix it on the fly without even thinking.
So let's kick things off with the simple present tense. Now this one has three main jobs. First up, habits and routines. You know, the things you do like clockwork, like brushing your teeth every morning. Second, general truths and facts. These are things that are fundamentally always true, like the sun rising in the east. And third, current states or feelings, like when you say someone absolutely loves chocolate. If whatever you're trying to say falls into one of these three buckets, routine, fact, or feeling, bam, you need the simple present.
Mechanically speaking, the formula here is super straightforward. It's literally just the subject plus V1, which is your base verb. So, they play football. Simple enough, right? But pay close attention to the bottom example. He plays football. You absolutely cannot forget to add that extra S or ES when your subject is he, she, or it. That tiny little letter is a massive deal. It's the hallmark of accuracy here, and forgetting it is one of the quickest ways to make a sentence sound a bit off.
All right, let's step over to the other side of the ring, the simple past tense. The core rule here is an absolute game changer. We use the simple past exclusively for actions that started and finished in the past. There's no ongoing connection to right now. The action is done. It's over. Kaput. Completely finished. Whenever you want to tell someone that the door is firmly closed on an event, this is the exact tense you reach for. Because of that, the formula shifts slightly. Now it's subject plus V2. So what exactly is V2? Well, for your everyday regular verbs, we just tack an ED onto the end of the base word. So your base V1 is watch, but when you want to show that the movie viewing is totally in the past, it transforms into the V2 form watched. She watched a movie last night. It's a brilliantly simple rule that instantly rewinds the clock on your whole sentence. And this timeline really paints the picture. The simple past must be anchored to specific, definitively finished points in time. Whether that's a specific year, like in 2020, a broader block like last year, last week, or even just yesterday, these are all completely closed chapters. The clock has reset. When your sentence lives in one of these closed zones, you've got to use that V2 form.
To make this even easier, think of these specific signal words as cheat codes. Seriously, when you're reading, writing, or speaking, words like yesterday, last week, ago, or in 2020 instantly give away which tense you need. They're like giant neon signs pointing straight to the simple past. So the second you spot one of these, your brain should automatically grab that V2 ED verb.
Let's actually put them head to head. Seeing them mapped out side by side like this makes it so obvious. In terms of timing, present is for now or always, while past is rigidly for finished time. For form, it's V1 up against V2. Look at the examples. She walks versus she walked. Just one little suffix changes the entire reality of the sentence. And then contrast the signal words, always for present, up against yesterday for past. They are mechanically totally distinct.
Now here is where we uncover the trap. Let's look at negatives and questions. Look really closely at the simple past rules here. To make a negative, we use did not. But watch what happens to the verb. It's did not plus V1. Yes, V1. In the simple past, we always use did for negatives and questions. And because did is already in the past tense, the main verb actually resets back to its base form. Did does all the heavy lifting to tell the listener it happened in the past.
Which brings us full circle right back to our opening hook. The correct usage is she did not walk. The wrong usage is she did not walked. Combining did with a V2 verb like walked is a massive, massive mistake because it creates a double past tense. It's like putting the past tense in the sentence twice, which is totally unnecessary and grammatically wrong. Let did handle the past and let walk just chill in its present base form.
Okay, it's rapid fire quiz time. I want you to actively guess here. My brother, blank, cricket yesterday. You need to pick between play or played. Go ahead and pause this explainer right now if you need a second to scan for your cheat codes.
Did you guess played? If so, you absolutely nailed it. Why? Because the signal word yesterday is the ultimate giveaway. Yesterday is a definitively finished point in time. It's a closed chapter, so it demands the simple past, which means we bring in the V2 form, giving us played.
All right, next challenger. Let's see if you can spot the hidden clue here. The teacher always blank clearly. Are we going with explain or explained? Think back to our matrices and our signal words. What exactly is this sentence telling us about timing?
The answer is explains. The word always is our neon sign here, pointing straight to a habit or routine. That puts us squarely in the simple present tense. And remember that golden rule? Because the teacher is a third-person singular subject, a he or a she, we absolutely have to add that S to the base verb. So it becomes explains.
Okay, one last rapid-fire question to lock this in for good. We blank Marie last summer. Your choices are visit or visited. Scan for your timeline markers. What is the context here?
Spot on. The answer is visited. Because the action happened last summer, it's a completely finished past time. The trip is over, the bags are unpacked. That definitively demands the simple past tense, so we use our regular V2 form and add the ed.
You've done fantastic today. Mastering these two tenses, knowing exactly when an action is a current habit versus a finished piece of history, it really unlocks the clarity you need for flawless communication. You've got the exact formulas, you know the signal words, and you know how to avoid that sneaky double pass trap. So, I'll leave you with this. How are you going to use this newfound grammatical precision today? What complex stories will you tell next? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.